Autumn Budget 2025. It's been called a reset for the UK economy, but for us in road transport, it feels more like a restructuring. I'm Andrew Isaacs, and in this Flip Vision news briefing, we're cutting through the noise to tell you exactly how Rachel Reeves' announcement hits your bottom line. The big picture is clear. The government is spending big on infrastructure, roads, rail, and energy. We've got confirmation of the Lower Thames Crossing funding and £2 billion a year for potholes. That's the good news. But to pay for it, the burden has shifted onto business. We're facing a triple lock of rising costs: employment, assets, and energy. Let's break it down. First, the biggest hit: national insurance. The Chancellor has honoured the pledge not to tax working people by taxing the employer instead. The rate goes up to 15%, but the real pain is the threshold. It's dropping from £9,100 to £5,000. For every full-time driver, that's nearly £1,000 extra a year in tax. For a fleet of 50, you're looking at finding an extra £50,000 in margin just to stand still. Add to that the national living wage rising to £12.71, and the massive 8.5% hike for younger workers, and your wage bill is going only one way: up. This is a tax on jobs, and it means rate reviews with your customers are now unavoidable. Next, your vehicles. If you run double cab pickups, listen closely. They are classed as cars for tax. The benefit in kind could quadruple. On fuel, we have a reprieve. The 5p cut stays until August 2026, but after that, it's being reversed, and inflation-linked rises return in 2027. And for those moving to electric, the free ride ends in 2028 with a new pay-per-mile tax. The era of cheap motoring is officially over. It's not all doom and gloom. The new 40% first-year allowance for leasing companies should help stabilize truck rental rates, and the infrastructure investment will, eventually, reduce congestion. But right now, you need a plan. Review your fleet mix. Audit your salary sacrifice schemes before the 2029 cap. And most importantly, use this data to explain to your customers why transport costs must rise. Knowledge is power. Use this vidibook to keep your team informed. Stay efficient, stay compliant, and keep Britain moving. Strategic recommendations for transport managers. Based on the exhaustive analysis of the budget, the following actionable steps are recommended for immediate implementation. 1. Immediate procurement review. Q4 2025. Audit all planned vehicle acquisitions, specifically any requirement for double cab pickups. 2. Budget forecasting for 2026. Reprofile the 2026/27 budget to include payroll increase, number of employees x £925 increase, plus 4.1% wage inflation. Business rates. Check the rateable value of all depots. If greater than £500,000, add the 2.8p multiplier surcharge. Fuel. Factor in the removal of the 5p cut from August 2026. 3. Customer rate reviews. The open book costing model must be updated. The NI and NLW increases are statutory costs. They should be presented to customers as non-negotiable pass-throughs. Use the RHA or Logistics UK cost tables when updated as independent verification for supply chain data. Prepare for the removal of the £135 de minimis in 2029 by auditing exposure to low-value imports. If reliant on Chinese spare parts or goods, begin exploring bonded warehousing solutions or consolidated shipping to mitigate future customs friction. 12. Conclusion. The Autumn Budget 2025 is a watershed moment for the logistics industry. The government has prioritised long-term infrastructure capability over short-term operational cost protection. By shifting the tax burden onto employment and assets, the Chancellor has ended the era of cheap labour and cheap freight, while the investment in the Lower Thames Crossing and road maintenance offers a glimmer of hope for future efficiency. The immediate reality is a harsh escalation in fixed and variable costs. The resilience of the UK haulage sector will be tested not by its ability to drive, but by its ability to manage these costs and articulate their value to the wider economy. The message for transport managers is clear. The cost base has shifted permanently. Operational and commercial strategies must now shift to match it. So, That's it from the VidiBook News team. If you are enjoying the format, why not subscribe using the link below to receive our monthly transport news updates? We would like to take this opportunity to wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. We'll be back at the beginning of January 2026.